Ransomware, phishing, and malware attacks are all terms we have sadly come to know over the past few years. Our personal and financial data is constantly under attack, and even more so if you're a business.
And joining us this morning is cybersecurity expert Ivo Weins to talk to us about ways we can all protect ourselves. Ivo, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, this is a problem that certainly doesn't seem to be going away, at least anytime soon. Just how big of an issue is this?
It continues to grow. It continues to get worse and worse. We just released a cybersecurity study together with IDC, and we found that the average number has gone from 13 to 30 of breaches for Canadian organizations. So we're finding that continues to grow, continues to be a conversation, and not just a boardroom conversation anymore. It's a kitchen table conversation, right? So we're seeing it happen, and people talk about it at home, people talk about it in the boardroom, in the server room, across everywhere. So it continues, absolutely continues to grow, and there's and we are really literally at an arms race with other with these malicious players, right? Not only from the technology side, but also from the other side, from the human side as well.
All right, let's dig deeper in it here and talk about how people and businesses are specifically being attacked. What are some of the biggest methods?
Ransomware continues to be the big player. So ransomware is when your data gets encrypted, but the way it's evolving is it's turned into extortion now. So not only will they encrypt your data and ask for money for it, but they also will steal that data and say, I'll either release it, sell it on the dark web, or I'll release private information out to the public if you don't pay me. So it's become more of a not just a holding on to your keys, but also holding on to your data and releasing that data if you don't pay the ransom. Sometimes even if you do pay the ransom. So you're dealing with criminals here, so you never know what kind of behavior there's going to be from the other side. So ransomware is the big one. The things you can do is check your feelings, right? When you get an email that doesn't look right, or an SMS that doesn't look right, take a pause, right? Trust what's coming in, but verify, right? Take a pause and give it some space and give it some, and find how to verify, right? Check on the company's website. Call the person or check with someone who is trusted on your circle to make sure those are the right things. So.
All right. I think a lot of people have heard of ransomware. It's been all over the news. Is there anything on the horizon that you're currently tracking that we should all know about?
Well, as you can imagine, we've all seen how AI has been growing and how that conversation's been growing. With that comes also, the attackers are also using the same kind of technology, right? So they're able to make better attacks, better phishing, and SMS phishing, smishing as we call it. Those attacks continue to get more and more sophisticated as well. You've seen the badly formed emails that you know not to click on, but they're going to get better at this. They're going to get better at creating the right logo. Things like deepfake or voice emulation software is becoming quite strong, and we see even people who are well trained get caught in these situations. So again, checking your emotions, putting some time in there, trust but verify is what we typically say. Verify that this is the right thing. We see, it affects families, and families of people we know lose thousands and thousands of dollars or their important data because of it. So it's definitely an important issue, and it's affecting Canadians.
Now, because of the pandemic, a lot of people worked from home, still work from home. Are they at any greater risk working from home? In
working from home, and the whole pandemic situation from an IT perspective was a real win for a large organizations who were able to say, hey, now you don't have to commute anymore, you can work from home and continue to do our business. But as part of that, there's something called digital transformation, as we like to call it, which is getting rid of paper, right? Making sure that we can work from home without having to be physically together. Which is fantastic for people who cut down on their commutes and cut down on spend more time with their dogs. But it also means that you don't have that check, right? I get an email and I say, hey, does this look right to you? Or you look over the cubicle and talk to your coworker and say, did you get this kind of email? That communication is gone. But also, as part of that digital transformation, we moved a lot of our data to the public cloud. And organizations did a great job of migrating information to the public cloud, but the report shows that they haven't done a great job of securing that data. So a lot of IT directors and IT managers are still trying to catch up with the security side of that data. Availability, the data is available, it's ready for us to use, but there's other aspects of it that need to make sure confidentiality and integrity of the data is super important as well.
All right. Excuse me. An important discussion is, as we talked about off the top here, this is a growing problem. It's not going anywhere. Ivo, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it.
This portion of the morning show is brought to you by CDW Canada. Visit cdw.ca/cybersecurity trends to learn more.